NIO users actually thought this was really cool when we launched Onvo. And there's another really interesting thing. We were a little worried that when we launched Onvo, it would affect NIO sales, but it didn't.
Because you have to think, a company is a bit like a home. It's great to be able to introduce new prosperity. On the contrary, in May, we set a new record for the history of deliveries and orders.
I think this shows the potential of the whole company brand because when we released Onvo, we also targeted the broadest group.
Very good. So this was a very important milestone for us in May.
Guys, I'm losing my shit. NIO's doing so well here in China. Record orders, record deliveries, yet the stock just doesn't seem to pop. It doesn't go in the direction we want it to go to. It doesn't match up with NIO's performance here in China. And this has all to do with two things, all right? Manipulation and also overly pessimistic sentiment towards NIO. It just doesn't make sense for NIO to have record deliveries, record orders, successful Onvo launch with a good product, and people are just very pessimistic. NIO gets third factory approved, and the first thing people think about is dilution. How stupid is that? Yes, there might be more dilution coming down the line, okay? And NIO as a company that's still losing money, yes, they might have to dilute some more, okay? But they still have plenty of money to last them for the next few years. And also, NIO's aiming for profitability with the NT 3.0 cars, and also Onvo cars straight up will be highly profitable. Well, XPeng stock is also crashing 52-week lows, and Li Auto stock is also crashing, actually making 52-week lows as well. But what's really going on with NIO, guys? What I think is just happening is short manipulation. Anytime there's any sort of bump up, it gets immediately shorted back down, okay? Anytime we have a significant pop, it gets shorted back down insanely quickly, all right? And that just really smells manipulation. Every time we popped up to $6 almost, like here, back here, May 6th, popped up to $6, boom, got shorted down like crazy. Popped up to 6 over here during Onvo launch. We got the tariff news, boom, got shorted down. And guys, yes, looking at earnings, yeah, it's very hard to be positive when they're losing 700 million a quarter, yeah? But we gotta realize that NIO is doing the best that they have ever been doing in their whole entire lifespan, okay? They're doing record deliveries, record orders. Onvo's about to come out, right? With healthy margins for that car. The Alps car is about to come out. The Firefly car is about to come out soon as well. All of these will make NIO a more complete company, and they're going to sell even more vehicles than ever before, and they are growing at a record pace. However, people are super duper focused on profitability. And I understand that a company needs to be profitable in order to survive, and without it, you're going to have to dilute more, etc. But here we got people that's super pessimistic. Even with record orders, we are still pessimistic, and that has everything to do with just how people think, all right? And it has a lot to do with just NIO being in a prolonged downtrend for so long. Anytime we bounce up, the shorts just jump in. They've been making easy profits, shorting the stock, okay? And they think it will always be easy profits, so they will always jump in, and that just really hurts our rallies. And the fact that NIO has a very large market cap doesn't really help with these short squeezes that we're trying to get going, okay? It seems like record deliveries mean nothing to investors. it seems like all these good things here in China mean nothing to the investors. And it seems that with the geopolitical tensions, all that people care about with Chinese stocks are profit. It seems to be the case because if you look at Pinduoduo, PDD, they are indeed making new record highs. All right. They're one of the few Chinese stocks making new record highs despite the geopolitical tensions. So going back to NIO, if nobody cares about the record deliveries, they're doing so well, then if we're just looking for profit, then all I can say is that we got to hold on for the long run, okay? It just seems that we have to sit tight until NIO gets profitable. And until then, if investors don't care about deliveries, then in that sense, we got 1 or 2 years to load up until NIO gets profitable, until 2026, until late 2025, when NIO has more of these NT 3.0 cars and also Envo cars be delivered with healthy margins, and they sell a lot of vehicles. But I think, honestly speaking, okay, we are on the cusp, all right? We are on the cusp of NIO. And NIO is already doing so well, the main brand, but we are on the cusp of achieving so much more with the Envo brand, with the Firefly brand, okay? These are going to add massive amounts of deliveries to NIO. And I think it's just the shorts have gotten way too confident, and longs have been beaten down way too much that the longs aren't confident at all right? And it seems like all these record delivery numbers don't seem to be boosting the confidence in NIO investors at all. So all I can say in that aspect, well, I'm buying more. I'm losing my shit, but I'm buying more because, 2-3 years down the line, NIO's gonna have way more deliveries, quadruple or even more. All right, 5x, 6x more deliveries with all three brands delivering a ton of vehicles. Okay, so just looking forward. All right, looking forward. That's what I want you guys to think. Looking forward, NIO has a bright future. Okay, NIO is on the right path. But what investors are doing, they're looking backwards. Investors are looking at what happened in the past. All right, Q1 earnings results. And investors seem to, care about these other hybrid cars and these EREVs. When they shift to EVs eventually, their sales are going to be terrible. All right, because they don't have the mode that NIO does. And we've seen that with Li Auto, their mega launch. They're not selling that many EVs. In the pure EV race, NIO is doing the best. NIO is number one in the luxury EV market here in China. So I guess we'll have to calm down, all right, and not be so beaten down. Don't be so pessimistic. The future is very bright, okay? And I know this kind of price action is very shitty, all right? It is very shitty. But remember, we are on the cusp of NIO doing spectacular with the Envo deliveries in September, and then Alps very soon. So if you can hold on, well, it's not financial advice, but I'm holding on. All right, I'm definitely holding on. The future is bright. Just remember that. And the shorts will eventually one day get punished for their actions. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.